Welcome back again to another episode. It's been a big week, isn't it? Oh, sun's out, blue sky. I don't think my hat's going to stay on all day. You might have to see my ginger. But yeah, big week. I did a live stream Wednesday, so thank you for everybody that joined and said hello and did the super chat. And also, bought my new merch, which is a pizza cutter. Do you see what I did there with the theme of food? Surprisingly, I actually brought a pizza down with me today, uncut. How am I going to cut it? With a pizza cutter. You can get them. I'll put a link in the description. They're on eBay. They're not the cheapest pizza cutter you're ever going to buy, but you are supporting the channel. And if you can't afford a pizza cutter, support the channel in many other ways by looking in the description. So that was that. So that was great. Live stream for a couple of hours. And yeah, and then Thursday I was on Car SOS for anyone that saw me. It's mixed emotions because it's a bit sad because, well, I don't want to spoil it, but if you've seen it, you've seen it. And so, yeah, I think, yeah, it was a good time last year when I did that. And yeah, it was for a good cause as well. So, yeah, good bit of fun that was. So we're back down here now. So we need to crack on, and I think I'm going to try and force myself to do some more welding today. So yeah, we're going to do some welding. I'm not going to sit here and chit chat, but don't forget to buy a pizza cutter. I'll try not to plug them anymore. Man, the old sun might be too bright. Quick update. I bought the correct silicone hose now for the bottom of this charge cooler. For some reason I measured it at 48mm. By the time I went over to the keyboard and typed it into eBay, it turned into 38mm. So I've got a 38mm bend as well. So when we take the old intercooler off, we'll see the differences there. Hopefully that will sort that out. And yeah, all good. So anyway, forget that for the moment. So yeah, what we're going to do, concentrate on the bulkhead welding, because we bought some grey tiger seal. So that's as good as welding basically. So it'd be good to use some of that by the end of the day. So we did the bulkhead before. Got the little corners to do now, but what I want to do is maybe try and fill in these side areas, these side corners, try and strengthen them up, ready for obviously some real strength down here as well at some point to continue down once we've 100% nailed the wheel arch. What I was thinking of doing was, there's a big heater box in here. Well, as far as I think I can understand it, that's the main heater box there with a fan in it and with all the heater matrix, and that blows hot air out. This box here, can't see it, down this side, is like I think the directional one where it takes air from inside the car, outside the car, has the pollen filter. Can't see any water pipes going to it. So I'm thinking of removing that, because worst case I'll have the heater there just to blow on the screen, because it is a rally car, and it gives me a lot more room. Down here, as you can see here, it's all tight there, wires are going through there. So let's remove that and go from there and clean up all this edge around here, because we can clean it up. I'm thinking of getting a bit, I've got a load of 2mm sheet, and we're making sort of a boxy section 2mm sheet. But anyway, let's tidy it up so we've got a bit more space. Okay, finally got that out with the sun in my eyes. I'm going to be so sunburnt, being a ginger. Obviously realised once I took it out that actually that's where the fan is. But I think we can do something with that anyway. If we keep this, we don't need all of this. In the end, we just need a fan that blows air from the outside through the matrix, if anything. Okay, what's going on in my head? So, yeah, got that heater bit out, got loads more space now. Trying to work out whether we can box this down into this, because I want to be nice to make this into a box section later as well, back to how it was, but maybe just a bit smaller. Thinking I've got this big wire and loom that goes around the outside, normally goes in the inside of the wheel arch. I'm thinking of seeing if I can unplug it all and we'll feed it up through the old air vent, and we can make a plate for that later on and a grommet and stuff like that, and feed out and get these gables all the way out here. So basically this is just a simple flat sheet, there's nothing special in it. That's my idea anyway. So yeah, let's try and unplug it, tidy it up. Let's try and take this air vent ducting bit off. It's only, looks like a couple of 4 spot welds, so let's see if we can do that. Well, wiring loom's off. Managed to disconnect it all from the bottom of the fuse box. Hopefully I can figure out how to put it all back together. Hopefully all the plugs are different. That's the main thing. So yeah, we're getting a bit tidied up now so we can actually see what we're doing. Try and figure out how we're going to box this in. What's mostly worth doing is just popping the wing back on again, because I just need to see, because we do know we need to lower the wing slightly, and I just need to know whether this top section here needs modifying at all, or is that going to clear. And if it's going to clear, because obviously we can see there, that's where the top of the wing goes, but I don't mind modifying any of this bit. Once forward of this, it's not a problem. If you saw me, it's just this back bit here. If I box it up to here, we can then do anything with that. We can chop it off or do anything. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Cut a section of 2mm plate, pretty much the same shape as the hole. We're going to basically, stitch weld along the main post there, which is going to be fairly strong. That then welds onto the 2mm seal that we've got going back as well. And then what we'll do, I think, is I'm going to fold this over, trim it back, this old arch, trim it over, fold it over slightly, and stitch weld it or plug weld it to the main 2mm panel. Here we're weld along, and then I'm thinking, continue this box section down into this box section and then forward. You know, in the end, really, actually, I just need to come off the roll cage really and put a bar all the way through, and that's irrelevant to a certain extent. But yeah, let's get some welds on it and see what it looks like. I'm not going to get too close, but that's pretty solid. Still got to finish off down the bottom yet, but we get the wheel off to do all that, and we may do that later on. So yeah, that's quite good. It's turned out quite nicely, folding the arch over, a bit more strength, make it easier to weld instead of just sort of butt joining. Stitch weld down the back there, it's like 2 skinned. So yeah, I think what we need to do now is sort of box this in now to continue the strength of any, because once we tie this into the roll cage as well later, the sort of however strong the Metro shell is oh, what's that? What's that? Is that a pizza car? Maybe time for a little bit of a Scooby snack. Hopefully you can see what I'm trying to do here, trying to box this section in ready so we can then obviously box that section in later on once we're getting close to the wheel arch area and doing all the front end. So yeah, I think it's going to work. I don't know, yeah. We'll cap the top in. Boxes are slightly not square this end, so we'll have to figure something out. But yeah, well, I don't know. Is it strong enough? Who knows? We'll find out when we go over the first road bump, won't we? All right. Oh, music. I don't think that's looking too bad. Boxed it all in. I'm gonna have to stop this before I get copyright. Woo! The music stopped. Everyone stay still. Anyway, yeah. Box that in, box that in, box that, blah, blah, blah. We'll continue the box down once we really know what we're doing with the wing, but that's fine. And yeah, not too bad. Still got to finish off at the bottom here. Just realised, oh look, someone's patched the Subaru. It's got more rust in it than the Metro did. So good. I've got a little hole just now to fill up in there, where the just a bonnet hinge goes. And then I think we're done on this side for the moment, and I'm sure there's more to do later, but it'd be nice just to at least get that patched in, and then we can figure out what the hell we're doing with that hole there. But I think again, run the wiring through there. There's a hole in the bulkhead here for something as well, so yeah. Good. What am I having for tea tonight? Oh, KFC maybe for tea tonight. That deal's running out. $4.99 for 10 strips, so I might go down there. Okay, border welding. I can't be bothered to start on the other side today. I think we'll start that on another day. Now we know what we're doing. Ooh, lovely. I'm going to take the intercooler off so I can work out what's different, because I can already see that this has a dump valve. Normally they recirculate back into the inlet pre the turbo. Obviously some people take them off because obviously, yeah, you make it nice and noisy. Obviously this one doesn't have one, so where did they go? I guess I could, well let's fit it in and figure it out, and then obviously you guys can offer advice. Okay, we've got ourselves a hole. Might as well fit the new starter motor that I've got while I'm here, even though it's actually a fairly new one being fitted. Previous owner. So yeah, is intercooler, charge cooler. So as you can see, I've got that 90 degree there to try and replicate that, which will need chopping down. Maybe, hard to tell. I don't know, the inlets look alright, so we just need to see how close, as I said, the only thing is the dump valve. So, have a think about that. I guess, obviously I can fit an external one, but it's just where in the pipe work. But, yeah, let's take that fitting off and let's just try it in there. See what it's like. Why not? Let's just try it in there. If I take this 90 degree off for the moment, just so it doesn't get in the way. Check to see if it's the right size for the turbo. Yeah, that's go on there. As far as I know, the mounts don't actually fit, so you have to make up some new mounts. Yeah, this is where I've seen it before, that somebody actually had a longer silicone hose. But I guess that's because he mounted his further out like that. But there's this bracket here. That's stud welded on there, looks like. Yeah. So this bracket here is stopping it coming too far forward because of the inlet. Maybe there were slightly different inlets on the early cars, because again these were designed for the early ones. I try and keep this pipe here, so I either mount it further away, which would allow me room for a dump valve mounted on into here maybe. Methinksies. Old starter motor out, new geared starter motor to go in. Just checked it to sort of make sure it looked right and similar. So yeah, we'll just have to give it a go. A bit more space in there now. Was looking, I think there could be, I don't know, enough room, hard to see, but to bring the turbo inlet out, basically to the air filter and airflow meter behind the inlet manifold. That would save me loads of room at the front there. Obviously you want to try and keep it away from the hot turbo really, but needs must. So maybe something to think about. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look as well, because I've got that reverse inlet manifold for the water but I'm not too sure. I'm thinking I've got to take the inlet manifold off to get to that. Okay, I just stuck the silicone 90-degree hose on that I bought. As you can see, too long slightly, but actually distance forward and backwards, not too bad. I'm thinking I can chop this mount and spin that around so it goes onto that hole. I think I'll do that. And this one obviously I'll have to make up something as well. So I'm thinking, well, let's get it mounted, then we can order up or have a look on eBay or somewhere for a silicone hose that joins that, and then maybe a tee-off for the dump valve, which I'm gonna have to then now get an external dump valve, unless I modify that one. I've got one actually. I've got one at home. Had on my first race car that never raced, but did race once. So yeah. Okay, I think we're getting there. I think it's looking square. So we've just cut this bracket up and rested it on there, so that's going to work. Just put some weld on there, take it off, fully weld it. This bracket I've had to sort of chop up loads, and yeah, a lot shorter, but it should work. Maybe we should try and get another one at the top here at some point as well. I'm thinking, yeah, we should be able to get a silicone hose that goes between those with a dump valve, wastegate, whatever, dump valve, wastegates on the turbo. Silly Matthew. I know everything. Subaru intercooler. Alrighty. That's looking alright, isn't it? It's looking alright. Looks even better now. Boom! Let's get them while they're still left. I ain't gonna make any more because that's, yeah, it's a limited edition. 50 only ever made. So yeah, go get them. eBay link in the description. Lovely. Woo, boom, boom, whoosh. So that's all right. So yeah, pipe to join there, T-piece off, hopefully. Dump valve if I can find it. And yeah, hopefully jobs are good. And I can tweak the mounts if I need to. If things don't go up, I think I definitely need a rear one because it's only mounted at the front. So. And then yeah, for this pipe, we'll either get rid of it or we'll just make a little bracket off there, just to give it a bit of strength. I don't know what they're all for. Link pipes, balancing pipes, vacuum pipes, who knows what. Alright, you know what time it is, I think. Stellar time, which is a bit hard to do. Oh, cheers everyone. Thanks for following again. Please hit the like button, it really does help. I'm not saying you should watch all the adverts, the full length adverts, because that does sort of help as well. But yep, hit the like, share if you can do. If you want to participate any more, check out the description. There's loads of ways you can help. So yeah, let's have a sit down. Okay, I was just feeding some wires back through, connecting the fuse box up, thinking, oh, I could just test start the engine. But because now I've fitted this, I'm missing this pipe. I expect it might run just, actually. But yeah, it would run very rough, I would have thought. So anyway, those are going through there. Obviously got to do something about that grommet wires and blah blah blah, but it seems to work. A few people concerned last time about the wiper motor. Look, it does fit, just I had to tweak it slightly. I think I'll get away with it, but I definitely can make it work regardless, even if that tweak doesn't work. It just needs, you know, spinning around and sort of bending slightly on the, but yeah, that does go in, so it's not a problem. Just need to wire it back up to the Subaru one, which stupidly I disconnected it from the Metro. Should have chopped the plug off. Just rushing on these things, always forget. Keep as much as you can. I just had to get rid of the shell, the body, the rest of the car. So all right, I think we're getting close to the end of the day now. I'm getting tired and knackered. we've made some good progress. I did a bit of seam sealing as well, just to cover up my wonderful welding. But yeah, we just need to do the other side next time over there, and we'll look at dropping the wings as well. Well, that's it for today. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for hitting the like button, subscribe button, do all that. It really does help. If you really want to be helpful, buy a pizza cutter, limited edition. Yes, they're expensive, but any of the profits do go to this once I've actually paid off the other 40 pizza cutters. So yeah, they really do help, and yeah, send me some photographs of you using them. I see a few people have already received them, so that's great. I did mention in the live chat the other day about doing 24 hours down, live stream down from the unit. Still on plan, so I'll let you know more about that in a few weeks' time once I definitely going to do it and work out the dates and logistics. So yeah, off to have some KFC for tea. Gonna look at eBay, look at some pipes for that, see if I can find the dump valve from my first race car. And that's about it. Yeah, all right, have a good evening. Let us know what you're having for dinner. Hit the like, subscribe and all that. Again, I keep telling you. Bye.